Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Katie and I'm the Organic Esthetician. In today's video, we're gonna talk all about skin brightening, and I'm gonna be sharing not only the cellular processes that happen in your skin to produce melanin and hyperpigmentation, but the active ingredients that target those specific processes to inhibit pigmentation from forming. I'll also share some treatments that you can do both at home and in office to help brighten your skin. So here on the channel, I do a lot of device tutorials. I share all of the gizmos and gadgets that you can use at home to help combat the signs of aging and improve the health of your skin. One of my favorite modalities to talk about is microcurrent, and my favorite at-home microcurrent device and the tool I recommend to all of my clients is the Ziip Halo. So the Ziip is a unique at-home handheld microcurrent device because it combines two different modalities, microcurrent and nanocurrent. So similarly to other microcurrent devices, the microcurrent in the Halo works to lift and contour the face, but it's paired with nanocurrent that is a gentler, lower intensity current that works at improving the cellular health of the skin. It does things like increase collagen stimulation. It activates the cells so that they function optimally. It improves the health of your skin to combat breakouts and even brighten skin tone. A lot of you tuning in probably already have the Ziip Halo at home, but did you know that it even has a program called Electric Tone that works to brighten the skin? It does it by boosting circulation and increasing oxygen flow to energize and brighten the skin instantly. Optimized microcurrent works to target unevenness and discoloration in the skin, enhancing skin brightness and creating a uniform complexion. You can enhance your treatments by pairing electric tone with all-inclusive, which blends microcurrent with nanocurrent to not only lift and contour the skin, but it activates collagen stimulation, cellular renewal, and deeply hydrates the skin. These two programs paired together create an amazing at-home treatment to brighten and improve the complexion of your skin. Another way you can enhance the brightening capabilities of your Ziip Halo treatments is with their crystal gel. Your Ziip Halo comes with the electric complex, but I always recommend purchasing the crystal gel in addition to the connectivity gel that comes with your device. I love the formulations of Ziip's treatment gels. They act as almost a mask or skin treatment in addition to being a conductivity gel, but the crystal gel specifically uses a base of organic glycerin paired with glutathione and veronica flower extract. Both create an amazingly brightening activity on the skin, offering an amazing complement to your electric tone treatment. I offer microcurrent in my professional facials, and I get a brightening effect with all of my clients. I love using a frequency of like 40 hertz to really focus not only on lifting the face, but also brightening and smoothing out texture. And then I have my clients use the Ziip device on that electric tone setting to enhance the results that we're achieving in the treatment room at home. I love when my clients use their Ziip Halo at home because I find it such a nice complement to their monthly facials. If you don't already have a Ziip Halo and you're interested in including microcurrent into your at-home skincare routine, make sure you use my code ZIPKatie for a discount when you shop not only at zipbeauty.com, but also at currentbody.com as well. My discount code works on devices, and if you already have a device and you want to stock up on gels, make sure you use my code KatieGels for an additional discount when you restock your conductivity gels. I'll put links not only to the Ziip Halo, but also to my favorite conductivity gel in the show notes down below. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how pigmentation is actually formed in the skin. So hyperpigmentation, or dark spots or age spots, whatever you want to call them, are an accumulation of melanin in the skin. Sun exposure, hormones, inflammation, and injury all can activate melanocyte activity in the skin to produce more melanin. So the way melanin is actually produced is inside the melanocyte is an enzyme called tyrosinase. Tyrosinase converts the amino acid tyrosine into melanin. Melanin is then packed into these tiny sacs called melanosomes, which are then transferred into the surrounding skin cells. So if too much melanin is produced or not evenly distributed, it creates dark spots in the skin. I think understanding how the skin is actually working allows you to see the different steps and then choose the right ingredients to combat these steps. There are things called tyrosinase inhibitors and melanocyte inhibitors. These are active skincare ingredients that target the specific mechanisms that are causing pigmentation, stopping it in their tracks. So when you are addressing pigmentation with topical products, you want to use a blend of both tyrosinase and melanocyte inhibitors to create a more complex and complete treatment of pigmentation. Now, I'm gonna suggest some of my favorite products to use, but I'm really gonna highlight the key ingredients in these products so that if the products I'm suggesting aren't available to you or are outside of your price point, you can look for these key actives in other products so you have a better understanding of what it is you're actually purchasing. Alpha-arbutin is an amazing antioxidant and plant-based brightener, naturally derived from the bearberry plant, and it works as a tyrosinase inhibitor, preventing the overproduction of melanin. Alpha-arbutin is a natural and effective alternative to hydroquinone. So hydroquinone is a popular skin brightening active. You can get peels like the Cosmolon peel, which is a blend of hydroquinone and vitamin A or retinol, and you can also get it in a topical form. I am never going to suggest hydroquinone to any of my clients or to any of you at home. While it is an effective skin lightener, it also is a carcinogen, and it's banned in a lot of other countries, unfortunately not in the United States. And because there are alternatives like alpha-arbutin that are very effective, I highly recommend opting for one of these alternative options to hydroquinone whenever you have the chance. L-ascorbic acid is another tyrosinase inhibitor. It's one of the strongest forms of vitamin Z. Not only does it offer antioxidant protection and inhibits tyrosinase activity, it also offers collagen stimulation, making it a really well-rounded ingredient to use as part of your daily skincare routine. Licorice root, also sometimes listed in formulations as glabardine, is a fantastic brightening agent, a tyrosinase inhibitor, and it offers anti-inflammatory activity, making it a very soothing topical product as well. So really great for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation because of its anti-inflammatory and brightening properties. It also reduces melanocyte activation, calming inflammation-induced pigmentation and preventing the overproduction of melanin. Niacinamide, also known as vitamin B3, inhibits melanosome transfer. Niacinamide is one of my favorite ingredients, like a hero skincare ingredient. I think everyone should be using some percentage of niacinamide in their skincare routine. Not only does it help with pigmentation, it outperforms clindamycin in treating acne. It offers antioxidant protection. It hydrates the skin. It locks in moisture. It truly does a little bit of everything. And combined with other antioxidants like vitamin C, you get a really wonderful broad spectrum antioxidant protection, which we will talk about a little bit later when we get into sunscreen. And then lastly, ferulic acid, which doesn't specifically target melanocyte activity or is a tyrosinase inhibitor, but it does offer really fantastic antioxidant protection and is a wonderful complement to other antioxidants like vitamin C, which works to prevent oxidative stress, which can trigger melanin production. So we've got a lot to work with. Alpha-arbutin, vitamin C, ferulic acid, licorice root extract. All of these ingredients are such fantastic brighteners. So let's talk about some of my favorite products that utilize these ingredients. So my all-time favorite vitamin C is Lucerne Labs Serum Absolute V15. So this uses a 15% L-ascorbic acid paired with a blend of fermented essential minerals. So it's a multi-mineral vitamin serum that works to brighten the skin, protect it from oxidative damage, and helps trigger collagen production. I love this as a daytime product, but studies have shown that between 15 and 20% L-ascorbic acid stays in the skin for up to 24 hours and has a half-life at 3 days, allowing you to use this product day or night. If you apply your V15 in the evening, you're gonna get full antioxidant protection in the skin the entire next day. Another really wonderful product that I've been kind of obsessed with lately is Marie Veronique's Vitamin C-E Ferulic Serum. So there's been a lot of studies that show the blending of C, E, and ferulic offers really potent broad spectrum antioxidant protection. It's great for brightening, and the ferulic acid enhances the stability of the vitamin C and E, creating a really wonderful complement. The biggest differences between the two is that the V15 is more of a water-based serum, and the CE Ferulic offers like a creamy, kind of moisturizing serum finish. Both are wonderful and both are available over at the OA shop. Another favorite product from Marie Veronique is their Soothing B3 serum. So this offers 10% niacinamide. Now, almost all of the Lucerne serums have niacinamide in them, up to 4% in the recovery, I believe. Usually between 3 or 4% niacinamide. So having something a little stronger in your arsenal, I think is just a really nice thing to have on hand. 10% niacinamide, again, is gonna offer that brightening, but it helps combat breakouts, it helps with skin hydration, it calms irritation, and it's a lovely partner with your C serum. I like to layer my B3 Soothing Serum underneath my vitamin C. So all of those products are really great just for general skin maintenance. They're vitamin rich, they improve the health of the skin, they offer antioxidant protection, and they kind of check a lot of boxes. They're not single note products, right? It's one product that's doing a lot of things in the skin. But if you are really trying to target and combat pigmentation, having a targeted serum, something that you might spot treat on a specific area of pigmentation, can also be really helpful. Lucerne's Serum Absolute Radiance is a targeted brightening serum. It blends sodium ascorbyl phosphate, vitamin C, which is one of the better forms of vitamin C in terms of skin brightening. It has licorice, alpha arbutin, daisy flower extract, a little pumpkin enzyme ferment. So it's really working at breaking up the pigmentation, targeting the specific activity in the cells that's creating pigmentation in the first place, and protecting the skin from future damage. So all 4 of those products are serums, but what you really want to make sure that you're also adding into your skincare routine, if pigmentation is something that you're trying to address, is exfoliation. You need some sort of weekly exfoliation in conjunction with your targeted serums to break up and lift off that pigmentation. So your alpha hydroxy acids are gonna work at removing the top layer of skin. So as new skin cells get pushed up to the surface, hopefully you're targeting the activity at the base, preventing new melanin from forming. So over time, exfoliation will remove that pigmentation from the surface of the skin. When it comes to exfoliation, enzymatic exfoliation is nice in terms of topical. Enzymes only work on the dead skin cells on the surface. They do not dive deeper into the skin. So if you are on the sensitive side, using an enzyme weekly can be a really great option. I personally love lactic acid, which is a form of alpha hydroxy acids. It's not as sensitizing as glycolic acid because of its molecular size. And not only is it exfoliating and brightening, it's also deeply hydrating and works to support collagen production. So my favorite way to exfoliate is with Lucerne's AHA peel pads. So these use a blend of 10% lactic and 1% plant lactic-based salicylic acid. So the lactic kind of does an overall hydrating, brightening exfoliation, and the salicylic dives deeper into the pore, dissolving any congestion that might be there. That's then paired with a resveratrol-rich grape extract and vitamin C, sodium ascorbyl phosphate, creating not only a exfoliating treatment, but a brightening solution you would apply to the skin. What's really lovely about these peel pads is that you do not necessarily need to rinse them off. Use them in the evening, press the solution into your skin, wait 3 to 5 minutes. If the sensation is comfortable, feel free to layer the rest of your skincare products right over the top. No need to rinse. Alternatively, if you do find the sensation like quite active, I notice this happens more if my skin is extra dehydrated. So a nice way to buffer that is using an essence or even a hydrating serum before you do your peel pad, which allows the solution in the peel pad to penetrate into the skin as opposed to getting stuck on the surface where it causes more sensitivity. Now, whenever we're talking about pigmentation, we always need to protect the skin from future exposure, and the best way to do that is with SPF. I love the La Defense SPF from Lucerne Labs. I think it's such a wonderful formulation. They reformulated this in the middle of last year, and it's creamy, it's moisturizing, it absorbs really well into the skin. It's my daily go-to for SPF protection. I also really love Le Prunier's Plum Screen. Both of these are zinc-based SPFs. I think I have videos on chemical SPF and definitely an entire blog post that I'll link down below, but I will never suggest anything other than a physical block because the majority of chemical sunscreen actives are not only topical skin irritants, carcinogens, but also endocrine disruptors. So no matter what type of prevention it's offering on the surface, it's wreaking havoc inside your body. So always opt for a physical block over a chemical sunscreen. A great way to boost the effects of your SPF application is to layer an antioxidant serum underneath it. Something like a vitamin C or even your 10% niacinamide in the Soothing B3 serum. This creates a second layer of protection underneath your SPF, helping to boost the effects of your sunscreen on your face. I always partner my SPF with an antioxidant serum. I use vitamin C every single day. And not only does it help with SPF protection, but it also helps bolster the natural circadian rhythm of the skin. Your skin is on defense during the day. It's also when melanin's produced. So you want to use ingredients and products that help support those natural skin processes. And using antioxidants is a great way to help enhance the protective activity of the skin during the day. Bluestone recently sent one of their sun shields to me, which I love using when I just don't want any sun exposure on my face. You look a little crazy, but it's a really nice way, especially if you're like post-procedure or your skin's feeling sensitive or you're just being lazy and you don't want to put sunscreen on. Just putting a visor over your entire face if you're going out for a dog walk or a hike can be an easy alternative to applying sunscreen. When Bluestone sent over their sun visor, sun shield, they also sent a smart UV mirror. So it's a mirror on one side and a camera on the other. And when you turn it on, it shows you exactly where your SPF application has been applied. I have found this to be really helpful. So the last thing we're gonna talk about are procedures or more like in-office treatments that you can do to help prevent or combat pigmentation. I recently just did one and I'm gonna share that experience in a minute. But before I did this treatment, I got a Vizia. So this is a in-depth scan of your face and it shows you where all your sun damage is, where all your broken capillaries are, where your wrinkles are, where your pores are, and then it rates you within your age group against your peers to kind of just show like in what percentile you are ranking. What I found to be wildly fascinating and like a little scary is areas of sun damage that I just never thought about. So what I saw in my scan was that I had pigmentation on my brow bone here, actually all the way in here. Lots of vascularity through this inner corner, but a lot of pigmentation came up here. Another place that I had a lot of pigmentation was right in here, like in the hollows of my collarbone. I have 2 necklaces that I wear all of the time, and I don't often take them off, and I lift them up to put skincare and sunscreen underneath, but I don't think that I've been doing a good job of applying sunscreen here. So like in this area at the base of my neck, where my neck meets the rest of my body. So I have found that this little tool has been really helpful in making sure that my application is evenly distributed all over my face. They're $100. I'm gonna put a link in the show notes down below. And I think that if sun protection, skin brightening, or pigmentation targeting is at all a concern for you, the UV mirror is wildly helpful. Last month, I had a birthday. I turned 39, and as a gift to myself, I did a round of laser treatments. 39 means I am almost 40, which means that I'm really trying to prep my skin to be as healthy and youthful as it possibly can. And I spent a lot of time out in the sun this summer. We spent a lot of time in Hawaii visiting family, so I just have gotten a lot of sun exposure. Using laser treatments can be a really great way to erase the damage. I was specifically looking for a BBL treatment. So that's called broadband light therapy. It's a form of IPL. I've done this once in the past at the end of 2003, and I got really great results with it, wanted to do more, and just life and everything, suddenly it was summer, you're busy. It took me a while to get back in to do another round. The first time I did it at a med spa in Reno that I used to train for Lucerne. I love them. It's called Renovations Med Spa. All of the medical team are NPs, and they just do so many laser treatments. They're so knowledgeable. I felt very comfortable doing my first ever laser treatment with them. I'll put a link to Renovations down below if you're in the greater Reno area. I couldn't recommend them enough. They also carry Lucerne, so we love that. But I couldn't make it all the way up to Reno this time around, so I found a place in Napa. It's called Nude Medical, and they have what they call the nude method. And so they layer BBL with Skin Tight and Moxie. So I did 3 treatments in one sitting. Not for the faint of heart. Moxie hurts very much, but I am so pleased with my results, and I'm gonna do an entire video dedicated to that experience in the future. I'm just kind of waiting to get my before and after pictures and maybe even do a second round. But let's talk about BBL, because I think that it's something that everyone from a certain age on should really be looking into incorporating in their yearly skincare routine. So this means you're doing 1, maybe 2 a year, depending on the level of damage you are correcting. Not only is it great for rejuvenation and brightening, it's really great at targeting skin cancer and precancerous cells in the skin. So BBL is again, a form of intense pulsed light that targets the skin at different wavelengths to address pigmentation, redness, and rejuvenation in the skin. So it involves 3 passes. You do a base pass all over, and then they put a filter on the device to target reds. So that's all your distended capillaries around the nose, wherever. I had a lot of distended capillaries and redness across my chest. I had a lot of damage on my chest. I was less diligent about skincare here previously, not anymore. We're spending a lot of time down here on the décolleté now, but we need to do a little correction first. So you do 2 passes with a red filter, and then they put a filter on it that addresses browns in the skin. So this is all of your sun damage, all of your pigmentation. And it finishes with 2 passes targeting those spots. It honestly is not very uncomfortable. Both times I had a topical numbing agent, but the second time I had Pronox, which is a laughing gas, which doesn't make it hurt any less. It just makes you not care that it hurts. I would say that I wish I had the Pronox for the Moxie because it was really uncomfortable. But so your BBL breaks down pigmentation in the skin. The heat energy shatters the melanin and then allows your body to process it. They call it coffee grinds, right? That darkness that's hiding underneath your skin comes up to the surface and then sheds away. It stimulates collagen elastin, activating fibroblast activity. But one of the things that I think is most unique to the BBL, not all IPL does this. Stanford did some really interesting studies showing the benefits of BBL specifically in terms of rejuvenating RNA expression. So the BBL works to restore gene expression in the skin. It was something like they targeted 2,300 genes and something like close to 1,300 were rejuvenated with a single BBL treatment. They also found that after a series of BBL, the skin has a younger skin age than before you started. I don't talk a lot about medical treatments on the channel. I'm not a medical esthetician. I fall somewhere in the middle, right? If there's medical on one end and dark green or deep green holistic esthetician on the other, I'm somewhere in the middle hanging out with all my frequencies, right? I really love result-driven treatments, but I want them to be beneficial, not just for my skin, but for the overall health of my body. It's part of the reason why I talk a lot about frequency-based modalities, because they enhance cellular health. And when your cells are healthy, you are healthy, which in turn means less wrinkles, better looking skin. So BBL really falls into this category for me, where it's not a painful, invasive treatment for the sake of skin firming. It's a treatment that's improving cellular function while also offering these brightening activity. And especially important is that it's targeting pre-cancerous cells in the skin. Skin cancer prevention is something that we all should be doing in some form or another. And out of all of the facial laser treatments, I do find that BBL is not inexpensive, but it's very inexpensive compared to some of the other lasers. Now, one of the most effective laser treatments for skin cancer prevention are CO2 lasers, things like the Fraxel. Even, I don't know, there's like a thing called the baby Fraxel. It's just the same modality at a lower intensity. And those have, and Harvard did a really interesting study showing that it knocked out something like 50% of cancerous cells in the skin with a single session. I believe that the CO2 lasers are something in the like $1,400, $1,500 range, while the BBL was in more of the $500 range. So again, not inexpensive, but fairly accessible, something you could budget for if this was a priority for you, because you're not doing it monthly, you're doing it once, maybe twice a year. I'll put a link to both of the med spas that I talked about down below and to the studies that I found on BBL, so that if you are interested in gene expression rejuvenation, you can nerd out with me through the links down below. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was insightful in terms of how you might be able to combat pigmentation, brighten your skin, and protect your skin from future sun damage at home. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I will put links and discount codes to everything that I talked about in the show notes down below. And if any of you are in California and interested in coming in for a facial, I have a studio both in the Napa Valley and in Los Angeles, where I see clients monthly. All right, I will see you all very soon. And thank you, Ziip, again for sponsoring today's video. Bye.